COVID busters. We busting COVID. We're COVID busters. We busting COVID. We're COVID busters. Taking back the life and we coming out strong. COVID, you can't lock me down. Take COVID to zero. Yeah, we superheroes. Take COVID to zero. Yeah, we superheroes.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. A special good morning to all the folks on Facebook who are locked on to us each and every single morning. We appreciate you guys so much. And we're going to continue the conversation. Natalie was just talking to the Vice President of the TNT Registered Nurses Association about, COVID-19, how it's been affecting everybody. And the nurses have been doing their part, and especially one particular nursing assistant has decided she's going to take it upon herself to make sure that we bust in COVID at all costs. She's a COVID buster. And this morning, I want to welcome Janelle Ellie to the program, as well as Mr. Chris Garcia here with us this morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me, Janelle, how are you busting COVID?
Well, this all started as a song I wrote, actually for my kids to sing, to encourage others, to follow the protocol, wash hands and wear a mask and so on. And it grew into designing a logo. So that is why I had the COVID Buster logo here, and I made stickers.
Nice.
And I always was inspired to come out into the public because I work into the healthcare system, and being firsthand and seeing how much this message is needed on the outside, I took it beyond the hospital walls, and I have been out there at the various mass vaccination sites. In fact, where I work, and it had the rollout of the vaccine, I was one of the nurses working in the vaccination room.
Right.
So I saw the need to go out to encourage people to be vaccinated. So,
What does it mean to be a COVID buster?
Right. COVID buster, as the name suggests, you're busting COVID. You're a superhero, right? So everyone likes to know there's a superhero in time of trouble, and we are in a time of trouble. So when I go out, I implore people, the power is in your hands. You could be the superhero, right? You have to be the COVID buster and do what you have to do, be vaccinated, and follow the safety protocol, and we could all be superheroes in this fight.
And we all busting COVID together.
And we all busting COVID.
I hear you. So tell me, Chris, how did you get involved in this COVID busting?
Well, I had gone to sing in, I think, something for the Prime Minister, some function he had in Diego Martin. And when I got there, I saw this lovely young lady working feverishly, promoting this COVID buster thing, and I thought that to be very, very noble. So when I see people doing positive things, I don't mind assisting.
But you've also been a COVID buster yourself, because last time you were here, you were doing your sleeves up, encouraging people to go and get vaccinated.
When there's one forward. Yeah. Well, I just tried everything I could do to tell people get vaccinated. Remember last time I was here, I told people, I said, listen, you can't go to the funeral home to get a weather report. That says it all.
Yeah.
Go to the correct page of the website of WHO or the association of these things and get the proper information. But it's like swimming top in mud. I looked at that woman, that lady's the vice
Patricia Cox, yeah.
Yes. You can hear it in their voices. They're reaching a point where you don't know what's going to happen next. So I'm appealing to the people. Let common sense prevail, please.
How has the reaction been so far, Janelle, to the campaign that you've been on?
Well, with the initial rollout of the vaccine in April, right, there was a massive rush of people willing to be vaccinated. And there has been dwindling amounts of people coming to be vaccinated, right? So we have to keep the message alive. We have to keep reminding people that it's up to us, it's up to you and I to be vaccinated, because as I use this common analogy, every automobile has a safety mechanism, either your seatbelt or your airbags, right? You wouldn't drive a car without a seatbelt because that's to protect you. That would protect you from death. So the vaccine is a form of protection. Not every car that gets in an accident, you're going to survive, but it has a 99% chance of survival. So, the vaccine is a form of protection.
As somebody who's been, working at the vaccination sites and stuff like that, I'm curious. I heard an interesting story where somebody who was very reluctant to get the vaccine in the first place, and they said, all right, I'm going to take the one shot and done, the Johnson & Johnson, and they're going to go and get it. And when they went to the Savannah, the Paddock at the Savannah, they were turned down, not because of anything to do with them, but because they were the only person there to get the Johnson & Johnson, and the nurses who were there claimed that once they popped the vial, is 5 doses. So if they don't have 5 people to give it to, that they're not going to give it to anybody at all.
Right. So you're quite correct about that. Each vial has 5 doses in it. But what the person did not continue to say is nurses will always advise clients. And what we would always do is let you know, yes, if we open and it's you alone, we would not waste the others. We would advise you there are these other centers that could accommodate you. So we would never turn a client away.
Well, so my question is, if somebody shows up at a vaccination at this point, where we're saying that the numbers are dwindling and people don't want to, then is it not wiser to give them anyway?
Well, wastage is not encouraged, right? Wastage is not encouraged, and these vaccines are very vital to us to use, right? So it's important for us to advise, and we would always advise them on places to go, or we could always advise them to come back the following day. But there's no way we will ever turn down a patient, because we would always want to encourage you to come back and to be vaccinated.
All right. I see. I still have lots of questions about that particular part of the process, only because I wonder, if somebody's already reluctant, and how do we help them to be more confident in taking it? If it is you tell them, I'll come back tomorrow, and it's like, I didn't want to come today, but you tell them I'll come back tomorrow, I ain't coming back, and that's a lot of the mentality that we have to fight against as well. So it's a serious challenge that I think that we're facing. But I do want to congratulate you on this campaign, though, because I think that it's nice to have somebody like you who's been working in the sector, somebody like Chris who's been advocating for this, and as an artist in general, so that you're able to get that message out in a very uplifting and positive way, because the song is very, very catchy.
Thank
I just
you
played it for the
very
first
much.
time, and the director was already singing along
And
upstairs.
I am not a professional writer, but I wrote the words to those songs.
Nice.
Right?
Did you write the melody as well?
I had help. Chris is the magic in the music, I call him, right?
Okay.
So with his direction, I was able to pull the song together. We need motivation.
Yes.
We need people to be excited about being vaccinated and excited and inspired. And music is a universal language which inspires us and motivates us. And I hope to talk to all radio announcers out there. Let this be spinning on the radio regularly. We need to hear this every day. The nurses need to be motivated as well, because at times we feel so depressed, we feel so down, and we feel hurt for the patients that are sick and losing their lives. And we ourselves need to be motivated. So this song is a motivation. You listen to it every day, you know you have to, let's keep fighting, let's be COVID, let's bust it.
Let's
and
bust
there's
this
a
COVID
dance
together.
tape too, a COVID busters.
All right, you got to come back and give you a full performance with the dance and everything when Chris wake up a little bit better. But I want to thank you all so much for joining us this morning. Congratulations on the campaign and all the best going forward, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Chris Garcia and Janelle Ellie are giving us the COVID Busters anthem. We take a quick break and come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Taking back my life and we coming out strong. COVID, you can't lock me down. Take COVID to zero.